It's one of those. Friday the 13th wouldn't connect. I don't know what I was doing. I was clicking start broadcast and it was just sitting there, just looking at me. Anyway, hello. Welcome to Business Banter. It's Friday the 13th. It's one of those because there's no one else available. There's just me. So there's just me chatting. We'll keep it short, 10-15 minutes. We may get somebody jump on because they've said, oh, we're doing this or we're doing that. It's all cool though. Everybody's busy. That's what we like to see. So let's do the headlines, and then we can. Oh, I'm actually going to talk about something which is not well. It is because it's about the high use of broadband that happened in the week. But let's do the headlines anyway. So, Cummings to leave number 10 role by Christmas. The PM's chief advisor dismisses his resignation rumours, but says he has plans to move on. It was all a big plan. That's what it was. Yeah, well, he's a clever man. He knows what he's doing. US election officials reject Trump's fraud claims. A statement says there is no evidence of any vote deletion hours after Trump makes his exact claim. So, what's going on there? I do not know. Anything could happen. Keep an eye on that. He's got to be out by January the 20th. They'll send the bailiffs in. They'll drag him out. Tonight, obviously, it's Children in Need night. It's going to be a different one. Social distance. I don't know. Are they having an audience in? They may have an audience in. But Kylie Minogue is covering an Oasis classic. The BBC's annual charity event marks its 40th anniversary today with a star-studded song, which is the Oasis classic, headed by Kylie Minogue, which is wonderful. We'll be watching that. Obviously, make sure you tune in for the B93 House Party first at 7 o'clock on Flashback Radio. Flashback Radio is flashbackradio.co.uk. Click on there, and you can hear and watch us just for an hour while you order the takeaway. Also, Yorkshire Ripper Peter Sutcliffe dies. The death of the killer of 30 women will bring some closure, says the son of his first victim. And that's I think he chose to die, which is a bit unfortunate because he got COVID and he didn't want anything to help him with that, so he chose his exit strategy. So which is unfortunate. Should have done something nasty to him. Anyway, so just me. No one else has jumped on, which is fine. As I said, this coming back for version 2 of the lockdown was always going to be slightly different from the first one. But I'll do some headlines. I'm going to cover something about some internet usage last week, which Pete was quite big, so that was quite cool. I may show you a video. That'll be alright, won't it? I can show you a video of what I did on Halloween. Any excuse to get my face on a video. Well, actually, it's not my face, actually. It's something I directed and edited because normally with Halloween... I'll get to that in a sec. But last week, on Tuesday of last week, there was a record broadband data use in the UK, and it was put down to the Xbox being released and a new version of, or an upgrade of the Call of Duty game. I'm just getting the figures up here. BT said broadband traffic, we should have had Darren on for this, but BT said broadband traffic peaked at 18 terabytes per second, which is equivalent to delivering about 1,500 hours of high definition video a second. That compared to with the previous record of 17.5 terabytes. It reported on an evening when it had experienced a high demand for both streaming football and video games. So, he's streaming football games? Isn't that the legal ones? I don't know. But spokeswoman said it's comfortable. This is comfortably within the network's capacity for BT. Virgin Media said 108. Oh, hello. This is a new one. Petabytes of data were consumed via its network. 1 petabyte, this is explaining it to you, 1 petabyte is equivalent to 1 billion megabytes, or 1 million gigabytes. It's just a lot. It said this was 30% higher than its average figure last month. Its previous busiest day was in June, when yet again Call of Duty Warzone Season 4 launched. So, well done you gamers. Has anybody tried the Xbox yet? We're in one of those. Should we go Xbox? Should we go PS5? Uh, Upstairs in the house is all Xbox. Downstairs, my domain, is PS5. So we go to or PlayStation. Sorry, we haven't got anything yet. So we'll decide what we're doing there. But am I too old to be a gamer now? I don't know. I could be. I don't know. I like games. I just don't play them enough now to warrant spending £500 on a console, which I think is the going rate for the Xbox and the PS5. Is it always around 400? It's peculiar. I don't know if I should spend that much money. It is. It seems a lot for some gaming. That when I was a lad, used to spend a lot of money on Commodore 64. Do you remember that? So during when we were on off air, which was only a couple of weeks back when we had Halloween, we had. I usually put a massive thing outside the house, and we have on average about 600 to 700 people turn up to the. Oh no, it's a lot of people. Turn up to the house to look at all the decorations outside, and we put a bit of a show on. We give out some food, and it's all a great affair. But obviously, we weren't able to do that this year, so we had to do just something different. So we did what I normally do on a Friday is the house party on Flashback Radio, which is a live DJ set, and people can text in and request stuff. We do it all the time, but we do a live version which is on video, which is streamed to the website, which every time we do a live one with the screens, it works really well. We get lots of texts in. So join us tonight at 7:00. Pete, who owns the station, said to me, "Well, what we're going to do for Halloween?" And I said, "Well, let's do a Halloween show." I wanted to do an opening because we couldn't have a display outside and we had to be socially distanced. We did a Michael Jackson rip-off type of stuff with Birmingham Bob, who's one of the characters on the show, and he was doing the Michael Jackson section. So I got me camera pod out, which I don't know if you've seen this actually. This is a DJI gimbal, and you mount your phone into this. There's smaller ones that have just been released actually, so you mount the phone into that, and then you can do all this, and it stays balanced basically. And that's really cool. Gives some great shots. Never really used it to its extent. I'm a budding director, but with everything, when you're busy and you work for yourself and you got to look after with other people, it can work out expensive if you're playing about with that and not working. So I did get that for a trip that I had about 2 years ago, and so I thought, well, we'll get this out, and we're going to make a little movie. And we made a little movie, which we shot just on the street outside in the dark. And I'll show it to you in a second so you can see it, because it's I'm quite proud of it. And then we incorporated that. We shot that a few days before. We did a little dance number, and then we incorporated that into the show. And in the show, you can actually find it on Facebook in different places, but they've muted the sound because we were playing music. So that's the show was great. We had locked off cameras in haunted houses, so it was all cool. And we brought, as ever, bringing everybody together in this troubled time. So that'll be it for today. We'll be back on Monday, and everybody said everybody's on Monday, so that's cool. And everybody have a great weekend. Whatever you're doing, stay locked down, stay in. Obviously, that's in England. We do broadcast the whole world. Oh, figures for Wednesday. Just got on the show on Wednesday. Across all the podcasts we send out now, and across all the platforms and everything like that, we had about 720 viewers, which I'm really chuffed with. That's live viewers and also repeat viewers. So keep up the good work. We've jumped back up on the hot numbers. I think we were getting, in the original lockdown, we were getting about 1,500 in total across all podcasts and live. So 700 is a good start. We've only been going a week. So we'll be back Monday. Mark's going to be on. Darren will be on. Maz said she'll be on. Grant hopefully will be on as well. And we'll have a big chat on Monday. But you all have a great weekend. Stay safe. And anyway, this is the Halloween house party that was broadcast. Oh, hang on a minute. We're just about. I was about to sign off, Mark.
Oh, right. Sorry. Apologies.
It's all right. Not a problem.
I pushed this meeting back and said, look, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's an emergency for you, but...
No. I was just... hey,
no,
it doesn't bother me. I just talk.
No. Someone was asking if I could call them urgently. I was like, well, I've got this scheduled. I really didn't want to...
No.
On that side.
As ever, as we always say on this show, business comes first. So,
yeah.
You know, it's...
I could see the streams of people saying they're too busy doing that. I can't get that. How can you two be busy for the viewers out there?
Well, that's right. That's are you in the office today?
Yeah, I'm. Believe it or not, which is a good opportunity to talk about the business. Clockwise offices have just launched and opened in Cheltenham.
Yep.
Came onto our network yesterday, and they said, like, obviously COVID restrictions. I've got my mask here.
Good lad.
You could attend office space if you're struggling. And I found that my wife works from home. She's obviously dealing with a lot of stuff. She's sensitive. And there's both being in the same house with it. I just thought, a chance to go somewhere else, I will try and do that because she can't do that. She doesn't always work from home. She just does 2 days a week. But as most know, she's a police officer. And obviously, they're going under the same restrictions as us. If you don't have to go into the office, you shouldn't. But so just trying to alternate when she's at home, I'm not, because it just makes it difficult.
That's good then. That's all right. So you're in Birmingham now?
This one is Cheltenham, so they've got...
Oh, sorry, Cheltenham.
They just launched in Cheltenham, and I thought I'd come have a look.
Siri's come on. Always cuts me off. Hang on a second. I don't...
Yeah.
Siri's really annoying. What would anything trigger Siri then? No, I don't want to talk to Siri. There we go.
So they've launched in Cheltenham. They've got offices in Leeds, Manchester, Belfast. I believe. Those are some of the locations. They're launching in Birmingham soon. So it's great to see that businesses are still looking to carry on with what they plan to do before this whole issue of COVID-19.
Well, I think, with everything that we talked about this week with the vaccine, and I think it feels like everybody's sort of relaxing. I don't think they should relax because I don't think the vaccine's going to be around yet. But and also the COVID rate yesterday was 33,000 or something cases. Every death is serious, obviously, but it's still quite low. The daily rate's still quite low. So I think the hospitals are dealing with it okay, which is cool.
Well, it's great to see that Dominic Cummings is going because he's done his job. He's done Brexit. He's done COVID.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't done COVID.
Well, he messed up COVID. Let's put it that way.
But obviously, and it's interesting because that's breaking news, isn't it? With the whole this morning coming through that Dominic Cummings is leaving the 10 Downing Street or leaving the government as a senior advisor. And I dare say there's a few, internal politics there where people are saying good riddance. But at the same time, it did bring some clarity, which all governments need. But maybe a shake-up right now is needed for different advisors in the government. And maybe.
Well, I think he was a very clever man. Definitely. Yeah. I don't know if you've watched. Okay, that's just the way it is. But I think he's on the spectrum. I think you can say. Let's put it that way. Okay. Because if you watch the, is it the film The Brexit, which is about. That tells a very good story, and obviously it's his story. And yes, he is quite arrogant, but I felt that he was slightly on the spectrum where, when he spoke to people, he didn't really care how he spoke to people, and it was all very strange. But he's a very intelligent guy, and I think he did sort the Brexit side things out. But I think a good shake-up would be good.
Is there an argument there that because he was, as you say, campaign-driven? Is someone at your door again? Are you going to leave me on my own?
No, I'm not going to do that. I just thought, what I'm going to do if I have to go downstairs. No, I think it's just the postman. It's all
Yeah.
right.
So ultimately, it was campaign driven, and massively so. And does that therefore mean that you know you need people like this at a time when you have to be focused and delivering and get the job done? But then they have their purpose and sense of purpose of being there. But then once that's achieved, you need to say, right, let's shake it up, change it, and bring back the empathy, the people who can see the balancing act that's needed in government.
No, it is. I mean, he's. I mean, for him specifically, I think that the press didn't like him,
Yeah.
and he shook it up, and I think he rubbed everybody up the wrong way, but that balancing act that the Prime Minister's supposed to do, really, to balance everybody out, because you do need Spiky on one side, don't you? You do need somebody who's.
Well, that's what they said. They said he would be the person in in meetings who would not accept no as an answer, would question why no, and question the government or policymakers as to why they're doing these sort of things. But at the same time, as you say, it is the PM's job, and I think that's probably where they've had a bit of backlash and consensus right now. Turning this into political broadcast is not where we want to go, but few issues is that PM hasn't been seen as caring or balanced and taking on views of not just his own party, but of the will of the nation.
Yeah, no, definitely. What I was talking about just before you jumped on and ruined my end sequence, because I was going to end the show, but it was fine.
Are you too busy?
No. Well, it's just difficult talking by yourself, because I do it a lot, and it's just when you got a few people watching, I don't think I should actually just sit here babbling on about nothing. But I was actually talking about this, you see.
Oh,
now this is. I was just talking about the Halloween show that I did, and how I was talking about how I filmed it and stuff like that. And this is this. I don't know if you've seen this. This is a DJI. It's like a gimbal. So you mount your camera into that, and the idea is you can do that, and everything stays.
Yeah.
Everything stays flat. And the reason I was showing that, because a lot of estate agents and stuff are using kit like this now, and also the DJI drones as well to film in houses and stuff. But I'm going to show the video in a minute. That's what I was going to end with, and literally I was about to press play when you came on. And it's the whole opening sequence which I filmed for Halloween. Because we couldn't do the big Halloween thing outside the house, we did the Halloween show online, and I wanted to still do something special, so that's why I did this short 3-minute film of Birmingham Bob, who's our resident character on the flashback radio, and he turns into Michael Jackson on the night, you see. So we filmed all this, but I just wanted to. We'll sign off in a second, because we've done 25 minutes. So. So that's what I filmed it with. So when you look at it and you think, bloody hell, that looks professional, Matthew is brilliant. It isn't. It's this piece of kit.
I would have left it with Matthew. It's brilliant, but there you go.
Well, obviously it has to be up here to film it. That's the way it has to be. So what are you up to at the weekend before we sign off, Mark? Anything interesting?
Well, no. We're in lockdown. And then my wife is working, which is fantastic. Yeah, great. Leave me with the kids. No, I love it. But I've got to paint. I find that, actually, just saying this, just briefly out there, the amount of DIY that is going on over these 4 weeks is probably horrendous, isn't it? But for a lot of us who have been given the task by their other halves to get things done. So I'm painting the rest of the stairs, the actual woodwork, which is harder than you think.
That's difficult. I mean, as you know, I don't like DIY. Full stop. I'm useless at it. If you looked at these pictures behind me, which I put up, if you look at them correctly, they're all lopsided or slightly off or whatever. So I'm useless at that. So what's happening at the week for us is it's Christmas decorations. Okay.
Oh yes, I've seen this. I've seen a few people go to this, and
Yeah.
love
Well,
it.
a lot of people are supposed to start it on the 1st of November, and it's Light Up Local. It's called,
Yes, yeah.
and
So
it's to help with mental
yeah, well, yeah.
issues,
So
mental health.
I know you want to finish. I just want to touch on that. My local
That's all right.
community
Go on.
that we get involved with, and we've done Halloween things. Christmas for us is carols around the estate, and we get the local vicar involved, my vicar involved. We normally go to the we've got an old an elderly home, if you like, care home at the end. We normally go in and the kids sing. We can't do any of that this year. And people have been asking to obviously, get involved in this. And I've said, absolutely, we will, but we've got to stage everything. So this week, to me, has been about Remembrance Weekend. The last thing I want to do is start adding Christmas lights to this week. So next week will be about adding Christmas lights.
Are you going to do that next week?
I think you're absolutely right. It's important that we look at how we can help people in these difficult times with bringing some light to their lives. So thank you for the
Definitely. Yep, Lights Up Local. It's called. It's on Facebook. So get your Christmas lights up this weekend if you can. Obviously, you've got to. If probably may need to order a tree, but which John Lewis have said they've sold out of trees.
Yeah. And I've noticed trees are going up. Like real trees.
Yeah.
Normally average about 35 quid for a decent sized tree, and now start 50 quid.
No, they're not. Not run by us, because obviously I look after Steve Trees Industries, which is quite a big company actually, and we do all his promotion for him, and his is actually starting at about 29.
Right, so can he deliver?
It's only a 4-footer though.
Yeah.
It all depends.
Cheese.
Well, he may do, because he has a place here in Solihull and also down in Torquay.
Okay, so yeah, a bit of a stretch.
So he goes past you.
Yeah, it goes past me. Yeah, I mean, look, I want to support local. We do support local, but come on, guys. I mean, surely your trees gone from 35 last year to 50 quid. It's a bit excessive.
It sounds like you're going to the wrong place, mate. That's the problem.
It's a farm shop.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go then. That's the problem. Right then. Okay, Mark, thanks a lot for jumping on anyway and saving me from talking to myself for 20 minutes. Have a great weekend. Don't paint too much. And here is the Halloween video that I wrote, directed, starred in, and edited as well, which we did for Halloween. Oh, yeah. It's all important. And we've got dancers and everything. See if you can spot Tina at the back. Anyway, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
What, Bob? What you doing with that, Matt?
Well, I'm putting it outside.
Nah, you can't be putting stuff outside tonight. It's Halloween, you've got to protect everybody.
What am I going to do?
Halloween house party, that's the way forward. Forward, off you trot, and I'll make sure everyone's alright out here.
Okay. You see, I'm going to have to talk because we've got so many flaming viewers now watching that.
I'm glad I stayed. It was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, like,
It is ridiculous. All those people, the dancers, were teachers from the school,
fantastic.
so they're all in the same bubble.
So you know, next year I'm doing this awards dinner. There's been a change of look there. Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, you said like, oh, I do all this. Now I know. I do.
Well, yeah, it's.
You remember that?
We had the obviously the handycam bit at the start with the balance, and then we had the DJI drone as well, which flew over them as they were dancing. So yeah, it's it's a bit of fun. That's it then. We're definitely going to finish now, and I'm just going to get the credits because I missed doing the credits on Wednesday, and I got told off for it. But anyway, so have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you on Monday at 12. See ya.
Take care, mate.
It's supposed to start.